Welcome to Cricket Safari and a great introduction to the DP World ILT20 for Chrislin of the Gulf Giants. Played very well. Shaheen Afridi, a big welcome to him, and boy didn't he enjoy his debut in this fabulous tournament out here at Dubai International Stadium. And it was the Vipers who got their revenge against the reigning champs, the Gulf Giants. And that must have felt very good for the Desert Vipers to get themselves on the board, winning by 6 wickets. Like I mentioned, Chrislin there with 63 leading the way. Shaheen with 3 for 22 off his 4. Some great individual performances and really exciting to see the superstars of this competition light up Dubai International Stadium. The points table here, the Gulf Giants in 3rd spot there, followed up by the Vipers with their first win, both with the 2 points. And I imagine that they'll be pretty happy with how this tournament has started for them both so far. Although the Gulf Giants, I bet, are not too pleased about the result tonight. You always want to make sure that you beat last year's runners-up again. But it is early days in this competition. Rohan Gavaskar, Wasim Akram alongside me now. And Rohan, we talked a lot at the beginning of this matchup about the importance of this game for the Gulf Giants after going down to My Emirates, but it's 2 losses on the bounce for them now.
Yeah, but like you said, it's early stages in the tournament, so they'll be thinking, okay, listen, we've got 2 losses on the bounce. How do we turn it around? They'll look at a few positives, the way Chrislin batted, the kind of form that he showed, his striking ability we know is second to none, and he showed that in today's innings. So I think they'll look at that as a positive. I think Mujib, again, got a little bit of tap towards the end, but I thought, again, a lot of the batters weren't picking him. That's a positive. So they'll take some positives from this game. But you're right, 2 losses on the bounce. They'll be looking to turn that around as quickly as possible.
Absolutely, and that's the thing with T20 cricket. You've got to forget the bad performances and pick it up and move on and do your best the next time round. The Vipers captain Colin Munro before this match said in their first game he felt they were a bit flat, but I didn't feel that was the case tonight, perhaps buoyed by some of the superstars that joined their side.
Absolutely, 3 players from Pakistan joined them in their squad, playing 11. Shadab Khan, Azam Khan, who played a very good knock in the end, and of course the main man Shaheen Afridi, who got wickets as well. And we all know that how he bowled with the new ball, the lengths, and how he varies his length after power play as well. So yeah, he's a star player, not just in Pakistan, in world cricket, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. If we look at Shaheen Afridi's performance tonight with the ball, Rohan, what is the thing that you liked most about it? He really did lead the way for the Vipers.
Well, again, just the fact that he's a wicket taker. Alan Wilkins and me were talking about this, that he's so good for the game because he brings the X factor to our game. People come to watch him play, and that's what you want. Again, just hitting the right areas. Look, if you've got a bowler of his ability and a bowler who has that knack of picking a wicket generally in his first over in a T20 game, that's gold dust. He didn't pick one up in the first, so he did pick one up in his second over. But if you've got someone who provides you with those early breakthroughs, that's gold dust.
It absolutely is gold dust, and boy, wasn't he gold dust tonight. And we talked actually, again, pre-match about different variations in the way that you use the conditions to favour you as a bowler. Do you think he did that tonight?
Well, I think he brought his experience. We obviously know he's got a lot of skill. His skill set is second to none. The way he sort of gets the ball to move, he's got that ability to swing the ball in at pace. But he uses experience. He sussed the pitch out really early and sort of realized what are the lengths he needs to bowl and what are the pace variations he needs to bring in. And like you said, he used that really well in today's game.
He absolutely did. And to talk to us a bit more about Shaheen Afridi's performance tonight, we're going to head over to Wasim, who is in the hitting zone, and tell us or talk us through what you liked about Shaheen Afridi's performance.
I think we all know, Laura, that Shaheen Afridi, not just now in today's game, in general with the new ball, especially in shorter format, in this T20 format, he starts off bowling full. Idea is to get wickets with the new ball. He does get wickets with the new ball. I think he's on top of the ladder as far as new ball wickets concerned in this format. Early on, if he takes the ball, he tries to aim right here. He tries to aim either here, either outside off stump, if it's a right-hander batter, and at times if batsman is giving himself room, he follows it right here. This is the power play, and when after the power play, usually the bowlers go back to the Yorker, but he goes little shorter. And I think when he goes shorter, The idea is he's got the pace, he's in good rhythm, and then he comes about between 4 to 6 meter length, and that's the 4 to 6 meter length, and he varies from there. He's got this slow ball, the leg cutter we talk about other day in this one, and he does open his fingers up for the slow ball, but today back of a length and try to go away from the right-hander, and that's why he's so dangerous with the new ball and with the old ball. Hence 3 for 22 today in his 4 overs, a match-winning performance.
Do you think knowing the conditions so well helped the way he bowled today, the way he was able to utilise them as well?
Yeah, he played a lot of cricket, Laura, in this part of the world. That's one of his favourite grounds, and today was a good pitch to bowl on with the new ball. They won the toss and they bowled, and of course he's got the swing, he's got the seam going early on. Couple of wide deliveries, but over and all, I think he recovered well, and he was bowling quick. That's a good sign. 140k, I think he was bowling. And I think that's a good sign for him and for Pakistan cricket and for their team as well.
It absolutely is a good sign for the Vipers tonight. I mean, you yourself know how hard it is to get wickets, but he doesn't seem to have any troubles. When you look at this Vipers side and you notice the way they sort of pick themselves back up after that first game and these big superstars coming back in the mix, how important is it when these superstars come in to perform straight away?
Well, and they've done so. And I think that's the key. You look at someone like Shaheen Shah Afridi, picked up 3 wickets. Then you look at someone like Azam Khan, who's come in, played a wonderful little cameo towards the end. Again, just there was a little bit of pressure building on the batting lineup. Hasaranga batted beautifully, but Azam Khan coming in, playing that innings along with Shaheen Shah Afridi, with 2 big players coming in and performing straight away, just fills the dressing room with a lot of confidence. You're thinking, okay, listen, the big boys have come, they're leading the way, they're in great form, and you're thinking, yeah, no matter what the situation we find ourselves in, we've got these players with X factor who can win games for us. And once you start believing as a team, as a unit, that you can win matches from whatever position you might be in, it's a whole different ball game. That confidence in the side, thinking, yeah, listen, you know what, we need 32 in the last 2. But we've got Azam over there batting, he can get it. We've got to defend 4 in the last over, Shaheen bowling, we can defend that. Body language always stays up, always stays positive then.
He's just come back from New Zealand from international duties where he took on the role of captain. Can you see how that might have, I don't know, added a little bit to his game because he knows it better?
I mean, he is used to captaining the side. He won 2 PSL titles already from Lahore Qalandar. International captaincy is different, I can understand. But again, he's only 23 years of age. He's learning. He's a quick learner. He knows the game. And I think he's got bright future ahead. We just, as a nation, we just have to just relax a bit. Let him breathe. He'll make mistakes as a skipper. Nobody is a born leader in cricket. You learn by doing it, by your mistakes, and I think he'll be a good captain eventually. And like I said, as a nation, we have to show a bit of patience and support to this boy. He's a match winner.
Yeah, all I heard was he's 23, and I'm not 23, and I'm a little bit concerned about what he's achieved in his life compared to me. Anyway, let's talk about the Vipers' run chase. Hasaranga, he was superb as well. What did you like about his performance?
Well, the fact is that when you look at that batting lineup, you look at Alex Hales, again, a renowned hitter, one of the best T20 batters going around. He struggled. Hasaranga came on it. The momentum completely shifted when he came out to bat because he got 42 in 19 deliveries. At one point, it looked like he might get the fastest 50 off the DP World ILT20 this year, which is of 21 deliveries. But just the fact that he came in and just send the message to the players who came out to bat after him that, listen, this pitch isn't as tough as the first 3 batters made it out to be. You can go out there with a positive mindset. There are runs to be scored, runs to be made over there, and just the clean hitting ability. Came out there, got off to a flyer, didn't try to sort of slow down, just said, listen, I'm in 4th gear here, I'm going to keep batting in 4th gear.
That's his game, Laura.
Yeah.
That's Hasaranga's game. I remember seeing him about 3-4 months ago in LPL as a captain. He used to come at number 4, just change the game. He's got 2 350s and he did exactly the same today. His job was to go, play some shots and make it easy for the next batters, and that's what exactly he did. 40 plus odd or 19 deliveries, game was over by then.
And the word you used was momentum, and momentum can be infectious.
Absolutely. And look, listen, like I said, Alex Hales was struggling at that point. Hose was struggling at that point. You sometimes, as a batter sitting inside, you're thinking, whoa, those guys are struggling out there. How's it going to be when I go out to bat? But none of that in his head. He just went out there, and his mantra, it seemed, was see the ball, hit the ball, and that's exactly what it did. And you said, transfer the momentum, and that's when your team starts thinking, well, listen, that required run rate is now slowly coming down. At one stage it was about 9.5, then it comes to about 8.5, 7.5, and then eventually convincing, easy win for the Vipers.
And so far, 4 games has been played in this Dubai International Stadium. All the 4 games won by a team chasing. So that shows it's a good chasing ground. The little bit dew factor, ball gets wet. You just need one partnership like Hasaranga did with Hose.
Azam Khan, what did you make of his performance? He managed to finish it off.
He's a big hitter. That's his job. I mean, he hits big. And he played some exceptional shots today. He was a bit jittery early on. They came from a long way from New Zealand, as you know how far that is. But the minute he got first boundary, and then you've seen how strong he is. He's got shots all around the park, and he can win you the game literally on his own as a batter in this format.
You talked about keeping it simple, see the ball, hit the ball. Do you think that's something that he employed sort of at the end there, not trying to think too much about what he needed to do?
Yeah, I think he employs that every time he goes out to bat. Just keeps it simple, see the ball, hit the ball. That's one of his strengths. I feel he, as a batter, he has that little split second of, when he's batting, to that extra time when he's playing against the bowlers. You look at him and you might think, oh, what's he doing in a professional game? But boy, he's one of my favorite batters going around in white ball cricket, simply because he has that clean striking ability. There's clarity of thought when he goes out to bat. Again, like Hasaranga, there's no question of shifting through the gears of going from first, second, third, fourth gear. He's going to go out there and he's going to bat in fourth gear right from ball one. And more often than not, that's what you want from your lower order players, because they'll be coming out to bat when you need like 9 or 10 runs and over. And he's got, as Wasim Bhai said, he's got that X factor, that match-winning ability. That's priceless.
There are plenty of match winners within the sides of the DP World ILT20. But if we look at the Golf Giants tonight, they'll be disappointed. Back-to-back losses, as we've mentioned. But one of the positives for them was Chris Lynn coming back from injury, looking good and top scoring for them tonight.
Most experienced player in the world cricket, Chris Lynn. He played some exceptional shots today. But I think James Vince is not firing. That's the main thing as well with them. Their skipper, who is also a very, very good player. But we're talking about Chris Lynn, the shots he played today against the fast bowler, against the spinners. And I think the minute they got him out, they realized we're back into the game, Desert Viper. If that guy would have stayed, they're probably a different total altogether. 180 chasing is different mindset. Yeah. 160 chasing in totally different mindset. But yeah, that's a good sign for the Giants, for sure.
It certainly is. How do you think that the pressure coming in as the reigning champs has affected the squad, or not affected the squad, as maybe, like we say, it's early days in the tournament, but is it something they think about? I've heard a lot of the players mention how important it is for them to defend this title well. Well,
I think if you're coming in as defending champions, it should fill you with confidence. I think it's how you look at pressure. You've got to be thinking, listen, we are the team to beat. I mean, everyone's looking at us. We've done something right in that first edition, that first tournament. And now you're thinking, everyone's trying to catch up with us. We've set the benchmark. We've set the, and now, yes, sometimes that you get that second season syndrome. But we've said it's early days. We've seen they've already won a game. They've lost 2 on the bounce, but they're not a bad side. I think they've got match winners as well. Chris Lynn, like we spoke about, Chris Lynn's a match winner. And if they, as Wasim Bhai said, if he had batted for a little while longer, this game, the result could have been completely different.
And I would have, they bowled the new ball with Najeeb, didn't they, today?
Yeah.
Couple of overs. He bowled well. One stump got missing, but I would have given at least one over with the new ball to Mazhar Rabbani, because he is a dangerous bowler with the new ball on pitch like this. Not maybe on a flat deck, but this pitch was doing a bit with the new ball. And I think a couple of overs with the new ball would have made the difference as well.
Well, one of the players we didn't get to see in action tonight, Carlos Brathwaite, but we did find out a little bit more about him before the tournament started.
Namaste.
What's your favorite holiday destination?
Mauritius.
What's your favorite cheat meal?
Popcorn.
What do you do when you're not playing cricket?
Something on my laptop.
Which teammate of yours could be a movie star?
Movie star. Chris Lynn.
Who would play you in your biopic?
Lance Gross.
What's your best quality?
I got any good qualities? I know, chilled. Quite chilled character.
What's your worst quality?
That I'm chilled. Too chilled at times.
What's your biggest fear?
Letting my family and friends down.
Who's your cricket idol?
Rahul Dravid.
What's been the biggest bawal moment of your life?
To be honest, my life is total chaos, so that's a difficult one to choose from. I'd probably say the birth of my daughter.
Would you rather have a microphone in your hand or a cricket ball?
For the next 3 years, a ball in hand. After that, microphones only.
Brace yourself, gentlemen. He's coming for our jobs. I do love these little insights that we get to the players. We're very lucky here at the DP World ILT20 that they do chat to us and we get to find out a few of the secrets. Love to know what he is doing on his laptop, though. We won't go any further into that. Let's talk about his role as a mentor, because he's a slightly older player in this unit, but not old by any stretch of the imagination. Dominic Drakes, his Barbadian brother, played very well tonight. What did you like about what you saw from the ball with him?
Well, just the fact that he mixed his length up and his pace up. Sometimes I keep saying this, as a bowler, you've got to suss the pitch out really early and then sort of figure out what areas you want to bowl, and I think he did that really well. Again, we talk about bowlers mixing the pace. That celebration for his kid was lovely as well. But you've also got to change your length that you're bowling in a T20 game, and you have a look at this: 28% short, 45% on a length. Excellent stuff from Drakes.
And there's not much of him. We saw him here. He's covered in ice and bandages as well tonight. He looks to be a player who wants to get better.
He looks to be a busy guy.
Yeah.
Cleaning his spikes and everything, and his ankle is also kind of wrapped up in medical tape and all. And look at him now. He's very serious. He's taking life seriously to the next level. Take it easy, buddy. Get a proper brush.
What was your big thing when you finished a game of cricket? So he obviously likes to clean his spikes. What did you guys like to do?
Just get back to the hotel room, I suppose, and
That
go
was it?
out.
That was
Yeah,
it.
that was this too much.
As exciting as I was hoping for.
Nah. I mean, once the game is over, I need to get out of the stadium ASAP.
That was you.
Switch off.
Switch off. What?
Pretty much the same. Just game's done. Get back on the bus. Get back to your hotel room.
Come next morning and clean your shoes.
Yeah,
Sure.
relax and just relax.
All right, well, we're going to take a short break. We're all going to go and clean our shoes, but we're not going anywhere just yet, because when we come back, we're going to talk about tomorrow's big matchup, David Warner against Shah Rukh Khan's Knight Riders. Another match of the DP World ILT20 done and dusted, and the Vipers take the spoils. That man there, Shaheen Shah Afridi, what a rock star. 3 wickets in his debut at this tournament, and didn't the kids love seeing him in action tonight here at Dubai International Stadium. Dubai looking an absolute picture. The match summary there, the Vipers, a good victory too by 6 wickets. Some performances though from the Golf Giants. Chris Lynn, his first go in this tournament, and he was the top run scorer for the Golf Giants, and like I said, Shaheen Shah Afridi, superb with the ball. And if we look at the points table, although it's early stages, my Emirates, who we're going to see in action tomorrow night, they're sitting on the top there. The Golf Giants with just the 2 points, and the Vipers getting their first points as well. So like I mentioned, the My Emirates are back. Beg your pardon, the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders are in action tomorrow against the Dubai Capitals. Very much looking forward to this. The My Emirates, I was going to say, took it to the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders. They'll be looking to bounce back absolutely against the Dubai Capitals, who we know also want some points after a loss here just the other night. Waqar Younis, Rohan Gavaskar still alongside me. Now, David Warner is a big superstar, one we have watched with interest in his 2 games already in this tournament. He hasn't found any form as of yet, which is something we're not used to with David Warner, but something that I don't imagine will last long with a player of that skill and talent, Waqar.
Yeah, same here. I don't think it's going to last too long. He's a class act. We all know that. And yeah, he looked a little off color. I mean, I think the first delivery he faced when he got hit on the head, it really shook him. And straight after that, those slow deliveries, he couldn't really get the rhythm going. It's not all about, bowling rhythm. It's about batting rhythm also. He got hit, and then he tried all sorts of things, and he was not really getting bat on ball. And, it was sad to see the way he started, but as we said, he's just 1 inning away from, being an old David Warner. We know he's a fantastic player. He served a beautiful game of cricket for a long period, and he's just finished his test career. So, you know, he's going to be dangerous moving forward in this tournament.
That's the thing, and I think people often talk about the bowling rhythm, like you say, but there is some rhythm when it comes to batting, and sometimes it can be the funniest little thing that just gets you a little bit out of kilter, and something that's not right. If your head's too far over or too far forward, your back lift's not quite right, and then it's all over. But there's something, if it clicks quickly, you're away laughing.
Oh, without doubt. Sachin once told me that sometimes it just takes one shot to get that feel-good factor back in, to get that rhythm back in. In that package that we saw of David Warner, he just looked to be trying to hit the ball too hard, lost his shape on a few occasions because that batting rhythm is not there. But with a player of his ability, with his experience, with his know-how of how to score runs in T20 cricket, I think it's a matter of just a couple of shots from the middle of the bat where he wants to hit them, gets to the fence, the confidence comes flooding back, and the opposition are in trouble.
Despite no runs with the bat, very lively in the field and really looks to be enjoying the captaincy role.
Yeah, I think that monkey is off the back because he was definitely a lot under pressure when he was finishing his career. It was an emotional time for him and his family, and I think he's very relaxed. We all saw that, and he's very animated on the field, and good that he's leading the team. So yeah, he will come good as a captain also. I've worked with him in the past in a couple of the leagues, and he's a great man to have in the dressing room.
We've talked a lot about left arms today. What about Chameera? We right-handed to talk about for a minute there. He had a great performance with the ball with his 4 wickets the other night.
Yeah, today was all about left armers, isn't it? But yeah, Chameera he's been injured a few times in his short career, but he just kept on bouncing. He's got really good pace, and he's a wicket taker. Somebody like him, when he gets going, he will always win you games. He's picked up 4 wickets in the previous match, and I'm sure going forward he'll be handful. He'll be definitely trouble at the batters also.
Injuries are a nightmare, but if you get them frequently in your short career, like you mentioned, it's hard to get any form of momentum when you are coming to these tournaments like this, isn't it?
Yeah, and confidence. And it's always in the back of your mind that, listen, will I get injured again?
Yeah.
What you want to do is you want to be playing, and especially for a fast bowler, you want to be bowling without any fear. Thinking, listen, I'm going to go out there at full pelt. I'm going to go bust a lung trying to bowl as quickly as possible without that fear of, am I going to pull a hammy? Am I going to do my back? Am I going to get injured? Once that's in the back of your mind, that sort of hampers you a little bit. Hopefully, he'll be injury-free from now on. That's what we hope, because he's a wonderful talent. As Waqar was saying, when he gets going, it's trouble for the batters. Again, bowling rhythm. When he hits his straps, he finds his rhythm, hits the right areas. He's nippy, he's wiry, he gets that little bit of extra pace, and he's a handful for the batters. So look, let's hope he has an injury-free career from now on, and we see the best of him.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for your time tonight. We appreciate you. Make sure you join us tomorrow on Cricket Safari. We have got an exclusive with David Warner, the captain. We look forward to hearing from him, and we look forward to your company tomorrow night. It is going to be a brilliant game. I just want to get a yes. Can the Night Riders bounce back?
Yeah, I mean, they both lost their previous matches, so
Someone's bouncing back. Don't miss it. We'll see you soon.